thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What is going on, guys? It is Zirksee today with another YouTube video. Today, I'm going to show you guys what you need to do to prepare for the most feared promo. Now, I already made a video showing you guys what that I think you need to sell your team, but let me go over it one more time. Basically, what you're going to want to do is essentially sell literally every single player. Now, you don't have to sell, like, if you have, an 80 overall team, you don't have to sell the 80 to 83 or something like that. But people like Taylor Lewan, Ali Marpet, Brandon Brooks, Jimmy Graham, people that are kind of expensive, they go for like at least 50,000 coins. If you have a card that goes for at least 50,000 coins, I would sell them instantly. Like Tyrann Mathieu, CJ Mosley, Ryan Kerrigan, Eric Berry. Unfortunately for me, my entire defensive line is NAT, and that's pretty bad because Aaron Donald is like 300k, so I wish that he wasn't NAT. And then Desmond Trufant and Byron Maxwell will probably both be hitting the auction block as well. Basically, you're going to want to sell everybody because when the most feared promo drops, you're going to get a ton of new players, a ton more higher overall guys, and prices are going to take a huge dip on these guys. Now, if you guys don't know what happens during the most feared promo, essentially what happens is they're going to drop silver, gold, and elite most feared players. Now, what happens with those and what's different with those is not only overalls, but for a couple of days, I believe it starts like the 28th and it runs through like the 31st of the maybe November 2nd, something like that. I don't really remember the exact date, but I know it's like 3 to 5 days that they're going to be enraged. So say these silver cards, you have a 65 overall, we'll say you have a 65 overall Big Ben, right? When he enrages, he's probably going to go up to about an 86, 87 overall, and he's going to be like 7 feet or like 7'2", and then the Giants, or not the Giants, the gold players are gonna be, say like 75 overalls, enraged to like 92 overalls, and when they're 92 overalls, they're gonna be like 8 feet tall. Basically, what happens is that the gold players will all grow a certain amount of height, like 2 feet or something, and then the elite players will grow even more. So if there's a most feared Odell Beckham, I believe is like 5'10". So when he enrages, he'll probably be like 8'3". So it's absolutely amazing how freaking tall these guys get. And it's actually really fun to play. But the thing you guys are going to do is you have to make sure you have some coins for most feared. Because I'm telling you, if you plan on playing online during the most feared promo and you don't have any most feared players, you are screwed. There is no possible way. Even if they have silver players now, before those cards enrage, the silver players are probably only going to be like 5,000 to 6,000 coins each. Now, it's honestly like unfair how good even the silver cards are. Now, if you happen to pull, because usually they're going to have, I know for a fact they're going to have limited time cards in packs, so they're going to have a couple people, maybe like a Gronk, an Odell, a Pat Pete, somebody like that in packs, and you're going to have to pull those, and they're going to be the limited time, or they're going to be limited editions. There'll be like 50 of them or something, and then what happens is those guys will enrage to a 99 overall, like Des Bryant got one last year, or at least I think like 1 or 2 years ago. I honestly don't remember which one it was, but he's 6'3" normal, and when he enraged, he was a 99 overall card, and he was like 8'5". He is impossible to guard. So if you take a look here, right, my cornerbacks, my fastest cornerback, I believe to be this Deion Sanders, and he only has 89 speed. Now, even these silver cards, when they are enraged, they're going to be like 94, 95 speed. You're not going to be able to keep up with them even if you have elites. Like, you're going to need to have most feared players. At the worst case scenario, you need to make sure that you pick up at least one corner, one wide receiver, and maybe even a halfback. Now, there's a lot of fun people they're going to drop. Probably a Terrell Pryor, maybe a Terrell Pryor quarterback. I know it was a lot of fun when they dropped that card, and I used him at the QB position. But there's going to be a ton of new players to use, and you have to make sure you have coins for the most feared promo. Because if you don't have coins and you want to play online, you are so screwed if you don't have at least a couple most feared players. Now, I saw a lot of comments on my last video that I made telling you guys to sell your players. Basically, if your player goes for more than 50,000 coins, sell him, because he will definitely take a different price. Now, if you take a look at these legends, they're already starting to fall in price. Like Jerome Bettis already down to 400k. When I made my video, he was 500,000 coins. DeMarcus Ware's going down in price. Basically, all legends are taking a dip because people know this most feared promo is coming and they're selling their cards. So you have until most feared promo is confirmed coming out on Friday. So it's coming on 2 days. So you guys better sell your cards today or tomorrow. The longer you wait, the lower the market's going to get. That's just how it's going to be. But you guys have to make sure to sell those cards before the most fair promo drops, because there's going to be limited time cards and packs. People are going to be pulling a ton of packs. They're going to be pulling legend items. They're going to be pulling just regular elites. They're going to be pulling a lot of things. So honestly, the market is going to take a huge dip once the most feared promo drops, especially with those LTD cards. And once those cards enrage, now you want to make sure to buy the silver cards and the gold cards and the elites as well for the most feared promo before they enrage, because once they enrage, there's going to be 99 overall cards from the auction block, and of course people are going to try to sell them for super high, because some people might not know they're only enraged for now. They might see 99 overall, you know, Gronk up for 1,000,000 coins and just buy him because they think he's going to stay in 99 overall, and then after a couple days he'll go back down to like a 94 overall. So you guys have to make sure to buy those cards before they enrage, because they're going to be super expensive. And also, it might not be a bad idea to buy the cards and then sell them back once they do enrage. But the number one thing you guys have to make sure to do, and the one thing I would suggest doing, is when the most feared promo drops, take a look at who the cheapest elite card is. Now, this is a huge investment tip right here, and it's made me a ton of coins before. Basically, what you guys want to do is find the cheapest elite. Say it's a 86 overall quarterback, right? I don't know which quarterback it could be, but say it's just a random 86 overall quarterback. Now, this is shown by the Thanksgiving promo last year. Tony Romo and Adrian Amos, those two were going for about 10,000 coins at their cheapest point. After the Thanksgiving promo, wait a couple days, and they went up to about 15, 16, 20,000 coins each. Now, I know some people had item miners just full of Tony Romo's and Adrian Amos's, and they made millions of profits. That's what you want to do, basically, is get the cheapest elite card. So say it's like a disc overall quarterback, buy him when he's at his lowest point, which will probably be like a couple days before they do enrage, and then sell him back a couple days after the Halloween promo. And you guys will definitely make some coins off that, because honestly, it's like a demand kind of sequence, whatever the hell you guys want to call it. But basically, they're not going to want them right then, but they'll want them later on. They're going to be pretty decently cheap still. But say they're like 10,000 coins, you buy them, they're going to go up to like 16, 17,000 coins after the promo, because they're going to come out of packs. People won't be able to pull them, and then people will want them then. Now, they actually did change something about the loading screen. It is a little bit different. Now, it's still to say 1020, but there is a new Ravens logo on there, which makes me believe that Ed Reed is confirmed going to come back. Now, there's going to be a couple of legends. Hopefully, I really hope we're going to be seeing a new most feared Randy Moss, because that card would be absolutely insane. Maybe a new most feared Ray Lewis. There's a ton of guys they signed this year that I could see being in the game. Marshawn Lynch will probably get one. Randy Moss, I could see. I heard Tony Romo, honestly, but I don't see how we could get a most feared Tony Romo, but I did hear that Tony Romo could be come back. And then I also heard Lawrence Taylor was found in that picture. Now, they did update it, and we have a new picture now. I personally have looked at it, and I don't really see anything. You probably have to like flip it, distort it, and do a whole bunch of things to it. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to be getting an Ed Reed, because we already know that he is already confirmed in the game. If you take a look at these solo challenges over here, there is a picture of the Ed Reed in the Chemistry 101 solo challenges, and I believe it's this one right there. That is Ed Reed right there. So they have his rights right there in the read and react. So he will have the read and react cam as well. Hopefully he has 91 zone coverage at least. He'll probably have more than that, but he might be like a 95 overall. And honestly, I think what they'll do is they might drop him, but he'll be a master set. And what you'll need to do with the master set is you'll probably need to put every single elite in there, and then you might have to put one of the limited time cards in there as well. So it's going to cost a lot, but Ed Reed is an absolute beast. And also the master set that they do for the most feared, that guy is going to be like 9 feet tall. And last year they did Brian Dawkins, and that card was insane. Brian Dawkins was an absolute stud, and even after the most feared promo, just because he's not a 9 overall anymore, he's still an absolute tank of a card, and that card was still just absolutely amazing for the rest of the year. And most feared promo is honestly one of the most fun times, especially if you have a decent amount of coins to buy the even silver cards or gold cards. You don't even have to buy the elites to have a really fun time, because of the fact these guys are going to be super tall, you're going to be super fast. And if you guys want to get some easy wins, if you rank up against someone that has no most feared players at all, and you at least have 1 or 2 receivers, just streak them every single time, because you're going to come down with the ball 95% of the time, even if contested, because your player is going to be like a foot and a half taller than that cornerback. It's honestly so much fun to use. And also, hopefully they drop a most feared Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry was an absolute tank during the most feared promos, because he would literally just run over every single person in his way. Especially if they don't have any most feared linebackers or something, they're actually just gonna have to lay down and take it, because there's no way you're gonna get away from him. But basically, what you guys are gonna want to do is sell your team, prepare for the most feared promo, and buy the silver, gold, and elite players before they enrage. It's very important, because they're gonna shoot up in price as soon as they enrage, and you might even want to, you know, buy them while they're cheap and then sell them back after they enrage. But you have to make sure to sell them while they're enraged, because they're gonna go up in price a little bit, but it's not gonna be absolutely insane. Obviously, they're still going to be around the same price, but they're probably going to be a couple thousand more. And then after the most feared promo, make sure you guys are stocked up on the cheapest elite during the promo, and then you can go ahead and sell him back a couple days after the promo, make a ton of coins. Now, I've done that before with the Tony Romo and Adrian Amos last year with the Thanksgiving promo, and it definitely is an easy way to make a ton of coins. And not just for the most feared promo, but for the next promo, which will be Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday, and then Christmas, and basically every single promo this works very well for. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. Most feared promo is on the way.